All right, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something really deep, a truly fascinating conversation. It's like a seeker's journey, but a journey into our own minds. And we're going to follow this one thread that starts with a super simple question, but man, it just unravels everything about our thoughts, our feelings, and what it even means to be aware.
Okay, so let's jump right in where this whole thing began. It all started with this one question. And on the surface, it sounds so simple, right? But the answer, wow, it just opens up this whole labyrinth of incredible ideas. The question is this: do thoughts actually come into our awareness, or is there something else going on here entirely?
Now, to really get to the bottom of this, we kind of need a map of the mind. And the source material for this explainer makes this just brilliant distinction between two words we throw around all the time: consciousness and awareness. Seriously, understanding this difference, it is the key to everything that's coming next.
So, first up, consciousness. Let's think of your consciousness as a movie theater, you know? It's the actual screen, but it's also the entire movie that's playing on it. All the drama, the action scenes, those random memories that pop up, all your worries. It's the whole show that's constantly running inside your head.
But awareness? Well, awareness is totally different. Awareness is you, the real you, sitting there in the audience just watching the movie. It's that part of you that can notice the thoughts, that can feel the emotions, but knows it's not actually in the film. It's the silent witness to the whole thing.
And this is where it gets super practical. This is the game changer. You see, when we're unaware, we're just completely lost in that movie. If a thought pops up that says, "I am a loser," that is our reality. We are the loser. But with awareness, suddenly there's space. We don't become the thought. We notice it. We see it arrive, and we go, there's that thought again. Remembering we're just the person in the theater, watching it play out. This leads us to probably the most powerful metaphor in this whole journey. Just think about it like this. Your thoughts, they're just clouds. They just drift in, they change shape, they look scary sometimes, and then they just drift away. But your awareness, that's the sky, the vast blue, unchanging sky. The sky is always there, holding the clouds, but it's never, ever affected by them.
Okay, so that's a beautiful metaphor, right? But it brings up a really profound question. If our thoughts are just clouds passing by, then what about the empty space? What happens in the gap between the clouds? And the answer to that, well, it's a huge turning point.
So just picture it in your mind, right? First, a thought appears.
But, no thought can last forever. It eventually just kind of loses its steam and fades away. And right there, in that tiny little instant before the next thought comes rushing in to fill the void, there's a gap. A moment of pure, total silence.
And here is the absolute revelation. That gap, it's not some mystical state you have to meditate for 10 years to find. It is you. It's your natural state. It was always there, just waiting underneath all the noise. The thought it moved out of the way for a second, and you got a glimpse of the sky that was there the whole time. The truth is, most of us are terrified of that silence, so we just desperately rush to fill it with the very next thought.
So this whole deep dive into awareness, it led the seeker in this conversation to a really raw, really powerful insight about our emotions. Specifically, this fundamental, shocking difference between happiness and sadness.
Yeah, the conversation landed on this pretty stunning idea. Think about it. We can fake happiness, right? You can put on a smile for a picture. You can pretend everything's fine. But sadness? Man, sadness is brutally honest. It doesn't put on a show for anyone. It has nothing to prove. It's just raw, it's real, and you absolutely cannot fake it.
And the way it's described is, it's like gravity. Which is such a perfect way to put it, isn't it? Happiness can feel light, it can be fleeting, you can even manufacture it. But real sadness, it has weight. It has gravity. It pulls you inward and grounds you in a reality that you can't deny.
Okay, so if happiness can be a bit of an illusion and sadness is this heavy, unavoidable truth, where does that leave us? What do we do with that? Well, the conversation finds its way to a really surprising answer: a path of detachment.
And this might be the biggest turning point of all. True, unshakable happiness, that real peace, it doesn't come from finally getting everything you want. The praise, the success, the perfect life. It comes from the freedom of letting go of your need for any of those things to be a certain way.
But we have to be so clear about this, because it's an absolutely crucial point. Detachment is not apathy.
Apathy is just, I don't care. It's being numb. It's checking out. Detachment is the total opposite. It's the freedom to engage with life completely, to love, to create, to care with your whole heart, but without your inner peace being held hostage by how it all turns out.
And here's the beautiful, kind of crazy paradox at the center of it all. You don't get to this state of real freedom by avoiding pain. No way. It's forged in the fire of suffering itself. It's the losses, the heartbreaks, the big failures. Those are the things that finally teach us how to let go of our white-knuckle grip on life.
So what's left when you finally do let go? It's not this cold, empty void. Not at all. It's something warm and essential. What's left is your ability to just be kind, for no reason at all, to love without needing anything back. It's maybe the purest form of our own humanity.
So this whole journey, this seeker's journey, it started with a simple question about thoughts, and it's brought us all the way to the nature of freedom itself. And it all boils down to one final kind of haunting question. A question that, well, it turns the camera right around and points it straight at you. After all of this, whose life are you actually living?